My pen down.
For what?
Where's it?
On June 15th, 2025, Palm Beach County deputies responded to a domestic disturbance. The central legal questions involve the boundary between protected speech and criminal threatening, Florida's mandatory arrest statute, and competing injunction provisions.
Don't give a
It's a taser.
What do you mean? Keep talking about I'm green. I'ma show you how green I am. It don't matter. I'ma show you. You next. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. I don't give a what you're not worried about, but you will be out of here. Oh, like, you will be out of here by tomorrow. So it don't matter. What you mean? Bitch, my landlord gonna write all that shit. I already text them, so don't wait. Don't worry. I'm on your ass. Get off of it.
Y'all, get in here, check man. Y'all ain't bathe in the house.
Oh, no, stay out there. Go ahead, play, roll around dirty. Since we want to intervene while we disciplining and all that shit, him, don't listen to him. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Just don't go in the street, okay? Thank you.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not bothering you. I was testing my kids. Stop trying to make it seem like I fuck with you. I don't fuck with you, bitch. Y'all gonna get the and let him stay at your shit. It is. Come get this and have him stay at your shit. Simple as that. It's got so much to say about you, but fuck you mean? They hate I got with you, but the Angel.
The big 2883.
I don't give a fuck about them people. You're next. You're next.
100% injury.
You're next. Don't worry. I already done told you that you was not gonna play with you. You ain't outside. And I'm talking about my landlord. I'm talking about the landlord. I'm talking about the landlord. Bitch, my nigga. And when he come to my house, you ain't gotta do shit on him. You ain't gonna do shit on him. You ain't gonna do shit on him. What you mean? What you mean? I wish you would. You gonna have bullet holes all in your body. What you mean? You don't worry. He will. He on the way. Don't worry. You gonna be shot the fuck up. I ain't pushing you out the way this time. I ain't getting hit for you this time. Your ass gonna get tore the fuck up. So touch him if you want to. Come close to him if you want to. You gonna be zipped up in the body bag. Oh well, we gonna see. Make sure I'm extra loud too for you. Yeah, getting painted right in front of your bitch ass. Right in front of you. Right in front of your bitch ass.
Right, right in that bitch.
What you mean?
Oh, y'all can run that bitch right. Over here.
Show your ass.
I will show you too.
You ain't gonna show shit.
Why, what's up?
Is he? They pressing charges.
Hey,
They trying to see what they gonna do.
What?
They trying to see what's gonna happen. So they
Who is that?
people.
Her people?
Her mom and brothers and stuff.
Her mom, who never took care of her, didn't take care of her, don't give a fuck about her, got 2 empty rooms, won't let her daughter come stay with her. Yeah, her mom. Tell her mama come get her. And bet not now one of them bet not come to my house so they gonna get their ass beat. On my mama. On her head. Better tell you, come get this shit. But none of them bet not come to my shit. I'ma slap 5 from them. Get out that bathroom. Well, stop touching whatever you touch.
No, I got it.
You already did the paperwork? You already she charged and everything?
Yeah, but we're working on it. I'm gonna have a paper for you in a minute.
I'm not asking for that. I was asking if, is it possible if the people who she on the phone with right now, if they can come pick her up and give her shit. Oh, well, that's fine. I don't give a fuck regardless. I don't give a fuck regardless. I was asking. Since they just making up their own rules as they go, I was just wondering. And you keep saying no reason. It's the reason why I'm gonna show you tomorrow. Why it's gonna be no reason. It's not no reason. My shit keep getting fucked up in here. 2 TVs are broke. It don't matter. It's a reason. Talk some no reason. I put everything in this house. It is a reason. Exactly why I'm fired up. Keep saying there's no reason. Go get a job of your own shit and then let me come fuck it up.
We're going to go back to what happened in our presence with the statements that she made. What exactly was she saying?
She was basically saying like I choked her and dragged her out the bathroom.
No, not that part.
That night?
Yeah, and regarding the other.
Today or the other night?
Today.
Okay, just basically.
About a few months ago.
Oh, then she gonna get her boyfriend. Whenever y'all leave, he gonna come deal with me. And me and him already had an incident, so me and him he had an incident where he came over here because of her and shot at me in front of my kids and all that. And they did an investigation, but she didn't want to press charges. They had a call.
Okay, but what happened with that? Because you said he shot at you. Yeah,
he shot at me, but he ended up shooting her.
How did that happen?
Because I guess he closed his eyes. Like, okay, so me and him, I was right here. He closed his eyes and was shooting, and she was probably like, "Where you at?" And I guess when she ran, I guess 3 of them hit her in the leg.
Okay.
And he took off running.
And then the statement she was making a little bit ago.
That's by him saying, because she know that I don't like him. And she think I'm scared of her because she got a gun, so that's why she said that. She been saying this for like weeks to me.
But what was she saying?
Oh, she gonna get him to come do me. I'm gonna get dead in tonight. I'm gonna get put in a casket. Basically, he gonna come shoot me with his gun and beat me up.
Okay.
She gonna have her boyfriends who come beat me up and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm scared because I got my kids here. I don't got no weapons, so we gotta stay here. I gotta be in fear of my kids.
Hey guys, watch your back.
She's saying all this to me.
To be clear, you are in fear of your
life. Because my
and
kids, I feel my life and my kids, because he already shot at me once. And then you feel me saying you can go get him to shoot at me again. And you doing all this in front of the kids like I ain't their dad.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to add for me?
Besides, I need some help. Besides, I think other stuff like DCL, but that's about it. Fuck that is. Yeah, man, because I've been dealing with this for the longest. Like just yesterday, I told the other officer, I was like, but whatever I can do. They kept telling me, oh, we can't do nothing. I'm like, okay. I ain't had the papers and stuff. That's it. And she come home day on the same stuff again.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so this is the case information sheet, okay? I'm not done. I need you to initial here. And put my pen down.
For what?
Don't resist.
Can you get my purse, please?
Yes.
Why y'all arresting me?
I will tell you in a second. Stop. Face the car.
I'm the only one that paid the bill.
Stop
here.
moving.
Like, for real?
Stop.
Face the car and let her
So
do
when
what
I
she's
lose
doing.
my place, what the f you gonna do then?
Crazy, bro.
I didn't even do anything wrong.
Alright, right now you're under arrest for domestic assault.
Assault?
Yes.
What the f did I do?
You threatened to have your boyfriend.
No,
come
I
shoot at-
didn't. No, I did not.
It's
And
on
you
my
can,
body
yes,
cam.
it is.
Stop pulling
I
away from
did.
me. Let's
Look,
go.
I did not threaten to have nobody.
Walk to the
I
car.
said he's gonna come to the house.
Walk to the car.
Crazy. I didn't even. Sorry. I have no underwear on.
You don't need any. They're gonna change you out anyways.
It's crazy. Please.
Sit down.
Please.
Sit
I
down
cannot do
before
this.
I
I'm
make
gonna
you
lose
sit
my
down.
job. I'm gonna lose everything.
Sit down before I make you sit down.
Bro, I don't. He
Put your
has
feet in the car.
nothing.
Sit in the car.
Put your
I'm
feet
gonna
in the
lose
car right
everything.
now.
Please. Put him in. This crazy. Are you serious?
Sit back.
And I called y'all. This ridiculous. Really?
The woman was arrested for domestic assault and resisting an officer without violence. She was given a restraining order to stay away from the father, but 2 days after her release from jail, she returned to the house to collect her belongings.
Yes, ma'am.
So I just got out of jail
I know.
and I called for a peace officer so I can get my shit out of my house where this is my lease. And
It's your home?
Yes, my home. He's not on the lease at all. I just called my landlord to come up here so we can go ahead and get this situated because this is housing. He's not even supposed to be here. So this shit's gonna happen quick as hell. But the fact that I literally have one, this is what, you know what I'm saying?
Do me a favor, Miss. I read the notes. I see that you were arrested yesterday. You know that there's a protection order against you, right?
No.
Yeah, so coming back here, you're to be arrested.
Well, I'm right here. I'm not at the...
Listen to me. Listen to me.
But I called a police
Listen to
officer.
me. I'm listen. You gonna listen?
Yes.
Just hear me out. Okay? I'm not interested in arresting you, but I will. All right? That's not what I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is making sure this gets resolved peacefully. But as you understand, under a hood, under the Housing Act, they're gonna put you out too, because you have him living here. So by contacting them, you just did it to yourself.
No, because he already knows the situation.
No, you're not listening. You're not listening. I have to fill out the paperwork now. Attach it to that. It gets sent up to the HUD Housing Authority. They come back and they remove you. So you got to be careful with burning your own bridges. Had you just waited for me.
So now we all finna get put out because you're not supposed to be here.
Listen.
Well, okay, well take your kids.
Listen, don't get yourself arrested. Here's what I will say to you. As long as you're peaceful, there's not going to be an arrest. Okay? But no, you can't talk to him, you can't look at him, because the judge signed an order saying that you cannot even look at him. Do you understand that? So hopefully they gave it to you when you left the jail, but the minute you look at him,
they didn't give me any paperwork but stuff on my property.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's in there. It's in there.
No, they didn't give me any
And what I'm telling you
paperwork
is they served it to you right there.
No, they didn't. No, I'm telling you. Usually when this is what happened. And again, everything was a court proceeding. They told me after they told me my bond, after the judge told me I'm not going to touch your bond. I don't know. They had me explaining whatever. But then when I walked out, usually they walk us to the room with 3 people sitting at a desk, 1 over here. You go to this one first and you go to the 3 people.
So I'm just going to tell you, I'm not worried about any of that. What's on my computer says to arrest you.
Okay.
All right? I'm not worried about what happened in court. I'm just telling you, it says in there that you were advised and warned about coming back here. Now, what I will tell you is that the statute allows me to give you 10 to 15 minutes to gather some belongings to leave. But if you look at him, you go to jail. If you say anything to him, you go to jail.
Well, can he be out?
But you got to listen to me. If you text him, you go to jail. That's third-party contact.
STS 11050.
Don't do it.
Grade 4.
All right? You got 3 more cars getting ready to pull up. They're not going to be as kind to you as I am. You hear me? The deputy arrested you yesterday is on the way. All right? So I just want to suggest that you mind your manners, do as I tell you, and you'll leave here peacefully.
Okay.
All right? Where's your shoes?
In the house. I have nothing.
This is all you went with?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Just stand in the shade there. Don't look at him. Go ahead and pop it. It should be popped for you. Just don't break nothing in there. He's right here. Yeah. Sit right there on top of those boxes. There you go. You keep that one with you? What type of charger do you need for your phone? Is it charged?
Yeah, but it cuts on and off. That's why I'm going to get a
Okay. I don't think that Walmart's open anymore, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just look in the bag and make sure you're not the weapons you're gonna hurt me with. Go ahead, open it up. Okay, cool. I'm not worried about any of that. So make sure you don't have any knives. Okay. All right. Good. Make sure you put your seatbelt on, okay? Okay. Morning.
Thank
Let me
you.
give you a card so you have that. Are you gonna go back there this weekend?
Yeah, and I just left my work shoes, but I could send a third party over there, right?
You can do that. No, no, it says no third-party contact. You may be able to, if he's willing to help. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna be. He's mad about that hat. So, but I'm not gonna get in an argument over a hat. Yeah, you do your thing. Figure out. I mean, if you can do it, then it can be done peacefully. And I guess so. As long as he's not going to beat him up or something happens to someone going over there, I would strongly suggest that you wait until Friday or Saturday. That's me. Tell them that I'm familiar with the situation. Let them know you were arrested for battery. but you don't want to go back there because there's a no contact order. And I told you that you'd be able to come back there for about 10 to 15 minutes to pick up some more belongings.
Okay.
All right? And then we'll do it that way. Or you can try the other way. I just don't know how he's going to react.
Okay.
Because he got hostile. He was chasing after us as I was pulling out. He was mad over that hat. I don't know what else is missing, but he was mad. You didn't see him chasing us? Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Let's examine the constitutional framework. Florida Statute Section 784.011 defines criminal assault as an intentional, unlawful threat combined with an apparent ability to carry it out and conduct creating a well-founded fear of imminent violence. The subject satisfied all three elements independently through her own statements made in the presence of law enforcement. Her explicit references to lethal violence established element 1, her documented association with an individual who had previously discharged a firearm at the victim on these same premises. A prior incident independently investigated by law enforcement established element 2, the victim's on-camera statement of fear for his life and his children's safety established element 3. The First Amendment does not protect what courts classify as true threats. In Virginia v. Black, the Supreme Court held that statements communicating a serious intent to commit violence against a specific, identifiable person fall entirely outside constitutional protection. The subject's references to a body bag and to summoning an armed associate with documented prior violence on these premises constitute true threats under that standard. The Florida Supreme Court in State v. Ernest established that verbal threats constitute assault when the speaker possesses apparent ability to carry them out. The corroborating prior shooting incident elevated these threats from mere words to legally actionable conduct under Florida assault law. Florida Statute Section 741.29 removes officer discretion entirely. Once probable cause exists for domestic violence, arrest is a statutory obligation, not an officer choice. The legislature imposed this mandate to prevent the under-enforcement that historically allowed domestic violence call to result in no action. Minimal physical resistance during handcuffing produced a second charge, under Section 843.02, resisting an officer without violence. That charge is a first-degree misdemeanor carrying up to 1 year in county jail and a $1,000 fine. 2 days after her release, the subject returned to the residence, creating a direct collision between two competing statutory provisions. Under Florida Statute Section 741.31, any willful return to a protected address violates the injunction, an independent first-degree misdemeanor. However, Section 741.30, subsection 6b, grants law enforcement authority to accompany a party to a shared residence for up to 30 minutes to retrieve personal property. The deputy's application of this retrieval provision over an immediate arrest reflects discretionary judgment grounded in statute and aligned with de-escalation protocol. The deputy's housing warning was also legally accurate. Under HUD public housing occupancy regulations, permitting an unauthorized resident, a person not listed on the lease, constitutes a lease violation that can trigger eviction proceedings against the leaseholder. The Palm Beach County deputies receive a grade of A-. Probable cause was established through 3 independent sources: the subject's own in-present statements, corroborated victim testimony, and documented prior incident history involving an armed third party. The second encounter deputy demonstrated direct statutory fluency, correctly applying the property retrieval provision and setting specific, enforceable behavioral conditions. The deduction reflects 2 concerns: an initial presumptive arrest framing before full situational assessment was conducted, and the absence of a captured Miranda advisement prior to any post-arrest questioning. The subject receives a grade of D. She provided law enforcement direct evidence of criminal threatening through her own statements made in deputies' presence. She added a resisting charge through voluntary physical resistance, then returned to a protected address within 48 hours of her court appearance. Her decision to call police before the second visit marginally mitigates the injunction violation, but does not substantively alter the grade. 3 principles from this footage merit emphasis. First, verbal threats made in front of law enforcement constitute direct probable cause evidence. The subject did not require deputies to build a case against her. She built it herself through her own words. Second, Florida's mandatory arrest statute in domestic violence cases is a legislative command, not an officer preference. Understanding that distinction matters both for citizens asserting rights and for officers navigating those calls. Third, a protection order limits access to a shared residence, but does not extinguish property rights. Section 741.30 provides a clear statutory path for retrieving belongings under law enforcement supervision. Use it correctly, and arrest is avoidable. If there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss, let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel for more police interaction and courtroom content.